These are the states with the largest gender wage gaps in America. 9 is Washington.
Okay.
Washington. Here is the state with the 8th largest gender wage gap in America. Oklahoma.
All right.
Oklahoma. Here is the state with the 7th largest gender wage gap in America. West Virginia.
What are they doing in
West Virginia, the state with the 6th largest gender wage gap in America, is worth $20 if you can guess it. This is a game now.
Gosh, North Carolina?
North Carolina. If North Carolina has the 6th largest gender wage gap in America, you win $20. Number 6 is New Hampshire.
It was a two-parter, though.
It was a two-parter. I wish you...
$1?
Nope.
No.
Well, if I had a dollar bill, I'd give it to you. But here we go. $20. $40 if you can guess the state with the 5th largest gender wage gap in America.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay. Minnesota has the 5th largest gender wage gap in America. You win $40. Number 5 is Alabama.
What are they doing in Alabama?
They're not paying women as much as they're paying men. That's what they're doing in Alabama. Here we go.
All right.
$40 now. If you can guess the state with the 4th largest gender wage gap in America.
Idaho.
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 All right. If Idaho has the 4th largest gender wage gap in America, you win those $40. Number 4 is Montana. All right, you're in the same region.
I was right there.
Unfortunately, there's no partial credit in this game.
That's unfortunate.
That's what makes it so hard. This game is much harder than it looks. People think that they get it right all the time. They always claim to get it right, and I don't know. I don't believe it.
I'm telling you, it's easy to go, oh, yeah, I knew that in hindsight. If you were where I'm sitting...
Right. There are so many states that could be the right answer, which makes it very hard.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Third
largest gender wage gap in America, $90 if you can guess it. And we want to go fast this time, so I'm going to give you 5 seconds.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I don't know where that came from, Kentucky.
Well, we've seen Oklahoma and we've seen Alabama, so Kentucky is in a region. Usually where there is one, there is more. State with the 3rd largest gender wage gap in America is Utah. Utah.
I thought you were telling me to raise it.
I was going to offer you a hint, but unfortunately...
Holy cow. Well,
you lost that, so here we go. Get that Utah out of here.
Oops.
$90 now. If you can guess the state with the 3rd largest gender wage gap in America. That's a shame, because if you bought a U or you bought an H,
it would have been so
easy.
Yeah, there was no wrong answer.
Yeah.
Man, I just robbed myself.
You robbed yourself?
Money. Okay, the second... Oh, man. Why is the gap so big in Utah? What are they doing in Utah?
I don't know. I'm going to have to research this. I'll post a link to the article that had this, and people can dig through the criteria. And hey, if they got a different criteria, let us know.
Could you run through the criteria one more time?
It's just based on the average female pay and the average male pay, I believe, but I will post that criteria in the comments.
Man, because this one's tough. We've been all over the United States. We've been on all these different parts.
Yeah, it's easy when you can, either it's all in the Bible Belt or it's all in the Northeast.
Right.
Or it's all rural, or it's all urban.
Yeah. Let's swing back to the Bible Belt, though. Let's go Mississippi.
Mississippi. Here we go.
Mississippi.
The state with the 2nd largest gender wage gap in America. Your hands are nowhere near that.
Nowhere near.
And the reason is, I'm going to offer you a hint. Would you like to buy a hint?
What's the deal? What's
the deal is for $40, you can see the last letter, or for $50, you can see the first letter.
Let's take the last letter, because that's
the last letter.
Fun,
okay,
right?
Get that 20 out, move that 50 right under there. So here we go. Cool $50. Man, I'm surprised that... Wait, first letter or last letter? What did you say? Last letter.
Last letter.
I'm surprised, because for only $10 more, you could have gotten a way better hint. And unfortunately, you got the A.
Oh, boy.
For people who've watched this before, which I think is many of you, because we're on episode 100 now, A doesn't help, especially when we haven't even narrowed down the region, because it could be Alaska, it could be Arizona, it could be North Dakota, it could be South Dakota, it could be North Carolina, South Carolina, it could be Florida, it could be California, it could be... It can't be Montana, because we've seen Montana already.
Right.
And it can't be Alabama, because we've seen it. But hey, a lot of states end with A.
Yeah, and we haven't actually seen a lot of Florida on these lists that we've done.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's been about 20 lists since we've seen a noteworthy Florida.
And I think in Florida, some people don't even believe there's such a thing as a gender wage gap. So maybe that's because student law self-preservation, perhaps? Yeah. All right, but let's guess
back
here.
Back to the
game.
Here. Let's go with... Oh, man, this is tough. What is that A?
What is that?
What is that A? What does that belong to? That looks like it's a...
Word association. What state ends in an A?
Indiana.
You want to go Indiana?
No!
I think that's a good guess, actually. Louisiana. All right, Louisiana's usually on these lists.
It's not Louisiana.
It could be Louisiana. Here we go. The state with the second largest gender wage gap in America for $50 is... Louisiana! You got it!
I had zero confidence that I was right about that one. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Woo!
Good thing you bought the last one.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, sometimes the dice just rolls your way, right?
Yeah, and I'm always hoping for that.
$50.
Oh.
$70.
Oh.
The same $90 plus an extra $100 for number one. We are now up to $190. Well, you got to guess the state with the largest gender wage gap in America, and you've only gotten one right so far.
Well, I've got a strong guess for this one.
What is it?
West Virginia.
We've seen West Virginia. That was number 7.
Oh, then I've got an even stronger guess.
Okay, great.
Mississippi.
Have we seen Mississippi? I don't believe so.
Don't believe so.
All right, let's just reveal it then.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah, there we go.
$90. The
Mississippi
state with the largest gender wage gap in America. It's not Mississippi. That's your hint.
What?
It's not Mississippi. But I'm not going to show you any other letters. Hawaii.
No.
All right.
No, it wouldn't be Hawaii, would it? Yeah, no, let's go with Hawaii.
Let's go with Hawaii. All right.
Because it's got to be something that you would give away if you showed me.
You think so?
Letters. You know what? Let's go with Vermont. Vermont's been pulling lately.
All right. Have we seen Vermont?
I don't think we've seen Vermont.
Have we seen Vermont? No.
Vermont's been showing up on these lists.
Here we go. The state with the largest gender wage gap in America. If it is Vermont, you win $190. If it's Mississippi and I was wrong, I'll give you the $190. It is Wyoming.